subscribe. You know what I mean? I'm about to make all my videos members only, man. So if you ain't a member of the channel, I suggest you become a member because it's gonna be the new way we doing things. So today we gonna talk about how I ended up. I mean, I ain't even gonna say which probation office, but how I ended up getting scammed by my social worker slash probation officer, whatever you want to call it, and how they played me out of $12,000, and I'm in a big lawsuit with Social Security now. You know what I mean? And I just want to explain this, because when I was growing up, I was in foster care and group homes, right? And I always wondered, like, they would tell me like you have money, whoop 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 whoop, but I never got access to it. And so I just found out today they done paid they paid him $12,000, bro. 12,000, bro. And the crazy part is I never received any of this money. So now I gotta reach out to Social Security and explain this shit, right? Check this out. And what I'm trying to get to y'all is, so look, it says probation will receive $12,365 for me, right? So at this time, I never got paid any of this money, right? Check this out. Never got paid any of this money. I never seen any of this money. And it was crazy, right? Because while I was in the group home and everything, they were saying like the money was supposed to be for my stay. You know what I mean? But at this time, I was already out the group home. So see right here, it says Social Security had paid direct deposit $13,677, right? I never received any of this money from Social Security. So now I'm in a big lawsuit with Social Security, y'all. How does that work? Golly, the state could play you out some money, man. You don't even know. And so it was kind of big for me because I've been wondering where this money been. And I just got the papers, which I got to go down to the Social Security office. And it's a major thing for me because now I got to start a lawsuit against Social Security. Let alone the probation office, the one that I was with, you know what I mean? And now I'm not on probation no more, so I'm doing good now. But the whole point is, for a probation officer to be scamming you, and they get paid $12,000, $13,000, and they ain't even give you one bit, not one bit, right? Which is crazy. So, as you can see, this is federal student aid. He was awarded the court verification. Boom. So this shows you how I've been awarded the court my whole life. It has the start date awardship, which is, you don't even want to know. That's just a long time ago. And then it closed wardship. So that's what I'm saying. And that didn't happen until right here. It says I was placed in and out of home care and foster care placement. That means that he is considered a ward of the court for a purpose of responding questions for free federal student aid. Which y'all know I've been in college, right? So look, check this out, right? I go to the college, man. I sign up for the college, try to go start college, If y'all know, I never went to college. So this is all like, I have now, but this is going to be my second run with college, right? And I went to the college and they said, I don't know if you know, you're owed $80,000. And I'm like, what you mean? And she says, you being in foster care group homes, you have access to this, these benefits of money. Well, it turn out, I'm past the age of the benefit, which nobody had ever explained to me. So, with that being said, man, it's some stuff that I got to figure out with the state of California. If y'all know how the state of California be, it be ugly sometimes. But it was just kind of crazy, right? Like, we doing all the legal stuff, we getting everything taken care of, and I'm finding out this is what I'm dealing with, The people I thought taking care of me, the people that I thought was taking care of me or that was looking out for my best interests literally took all my money. And I just think it's crazy, bro, because like one thing that I've noticed from this, like right here, it says we paid him every month, monthly payments. I never got no monthly payment. Where's my monthly payment? Where's the money given to me? I never even got handed some money, bro. Can't even make this up. And so this is something I'm dealing with the Social Security, which I gotta go down to the headquarters and actually figure it out now, because obviously I'm trying to figure it out the right way and it ain't working. So if y'all know, the Office of Central Opportunity is in Baltimore, Maryland. So guess what? I gotta go to Baltimore just to fix all of this because some things don't add up. And that ain't adding up. Like, you know what I mean? I need y'all to like, share, subscribe, become a member, join the perks, man. I'm gonna start dropping new music videos today. I got some new stuff to drop. We got a lot of new things on the way for y'all, man. We're gonna drop new content. I'm gonna start going live a lot more. We're gonna review a lot more food. The sodas. I'm working on new flavors on the soda. A lot of y'all ask me, is the soda still gonna keep coming? Yes, they will. I'm not planning to stop it. I'm just not worried about putting it into stores as much as I was because now other people trying to do the same thing and I ain't trying to be over there stepping on toes. You know what I mean? Let them do them. We gonna do us. That's how it's supposed to be. And so one thing that I've understand with doing the sodas and getting it into stores, you got to have a distributor. When you got a distributor, then you got to find the right distributor. Some distributors don't want to distribute your product for no reason. If they don't know who you are, you can even have all your legal documents together. They still don't want to distribute your stuff. So you have to understand, you got to find a perfect distributor that is willing to distribute your products. And that's what I've been working on, you know. Not every my sodas, they're not big yet. You know what I mean? They're not blown up yet. The merch has not really blown up yet. Like I said, I passed the merch around. I'm gonna drop a couple videos with me passing merch out and me sharing merch, all that. I'm gonna drop it on my YouTube today. But one thing I want y'all to understand is you gotta make things right and do them right. Like you gotta get a distributor before you try to just go put some sodas in the store. It don't work like that. Then you gotta make sure that you have an accountant, right? You know, I got an accountant that does all my stuff. You need that because you can't just do it yourself. That's the thing. I try to do it myself all the time. I don't have no free time. I be so busy, I can't even do none accounting. So I had to get an accountant. That's the one other thing. If you need an accountant, I can always recommend her. She cool. She the plug. One thing else that I can try to tell you is not only just like I said, the accounting, the distribution, the brand itself means so much, bro. It means so much. I don't know what y'all want to do. If you want to create a brand, if you want to start a brand, you know what I mean? Everybody started from the bottom, now we here. So that's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? So if you're trying to start a brand from the ground up, sometimes you're going to get discouraged. Like me, there was days I didn't care to really keep it going. I started to get discouraged. I started to give up. You know what I mean? There'd be days I'd be ready to just, you know, I ain't gonna say it, but that type of thing. And it's not good to just give up like that because everybody has a dream and a purpose that we here for. And what you got to figure out is what's your dream and purpose and what are you trying to do with it? Don't waste no time. Like me, I'm doing the music. I'm doing the shows. I got all these good things happening. Like I said, it's been great. I'm loving it. Vibes been great. And so one thing that I'm very happy about is to be able to give y'all content. Like I said, I'm going to start doing all my videos on my chat. Every video on my page is going to be only members only. So unless you're a member of this channel, which I suggest, you know, if you want to join the channel right now, you could join the channel for what I think it's $4.99. That is how you be able to watch all my videos. I'm not going to just give out videos for free because I've been doing this so long. Y'all already had y'all freebies. No more freebies. We doing the members only. So now we're going to do members only just on the live videos. We're going to do member only on certain shorts and certain things. Every single video on my channel is going to be members only. Shorts are not going to be members only. So if you want to watch a short, you can gladly do that. That's cool. That's a blessing. You know, I'm not going to make it all just members only. But every single video, like my music and things like that, music videos, those will all be members only where you have to subscribe just to see it. Like, you can't just watch it for nothing. Nah, you got to be a subscriber. Show me you really support. Because I've been doing this so long, I'm trying to see who really supporting and who not supporting. You know what I mean? And it's not a bad thing to ask, you know, for support. I think some people get discouraged when they ask for support. Nah, me, I ask for support too, but I do got a lot of support. So I just want to see who's really supporting still, who's still around. I got some people that have been on my channel. They've been subscribers for the last 10 years. I made this channel back in 2015. It's 2025. So they subscribed for 10 years straight. And those people, I want you to understand, if you've been a subscriber for 10 years, comment that. Let me know so I could take care of you. I might send you a little something, you know what I mean? Just to make you happy, because that's the thing. I love the support. And that's real support. 10 years strong. You've been doing this with me for 10 years. So I think that's a great thing. And that's what I'm on, man. Like I said, I just wanted y'all to understand, like, me, I was in foster care and group homes. I ain't had the best life growing up. You know what I mean? I ain't had the brightest future. My future wasn't the best. Like being in foster care and group homes, being taken away from your mom. Like when I went to the court, the one thing that stood with me that the judge said that still sticks with me today, the judge was like, "You're a ward of the state. Your mother is not your mother no more." And that's when I kept asking, like, "Well, who's my parent now?" Next thing you know, he's like, "You got a social worker, you in foster care, like you in the system, that's your parent." So I had to understand that. But you know how it hurts me when I've been through so much, with the cancer. I'm healing still from the wounds with the gunshot, you know what I mean? I'm still healing. And so what hurt me the most is when I'm looking for people to help, like my social worker. You're supposed to be in my best interest, my social worker, when I was in foster care and group homes, and they were stealing my money, which I clearly can see on all these sheets of paper. It's a lot of paperwork, man. As y'all can see, we got so much, dude. It's not even funny, dude. Look at this. So these are all the same papers, bro. Right? All these papers, which is crazy. But if you see this one is this is the one where it says it all. This one says I was supposed to receive this amount of money, right? Now look, let me show y'all, YouTube. Let me show y'all. Look, that amount of money, right? Never received it. Never received any money, right? Crazy, right? So I'm thinking to myself, right? Hold on, let me see. There you go. All right. Okay, it's the rotation thing. My bad, y'all. There we go. And so, like I said, so I never received any of that money from my social worker. I don't know what my social worker was doing with the money. Maybe they were splurging. That's $13,677 that my social worker was splurging on, right? Because right here it says Social Security paid you a check or direct deposit. Why I never received this check? Where this check at? Where this check? I need this check. Where this check? So now I'm on the phone. I got to call the Social Security building tomorrow, take care of it. And what I'm trying to teach y'all is, is me, like, right? It said benefits for 2013, 2014, 13,000. I was 18, so I'm an adult. How can I not get benefits? Why didn't I get the money in my hand? Why am I sitting here with nothing of this money? And now they're over there living their lives, but then I don't got nothing to show for it, but I had $13,000 that somebody took. Obviously, it says the social worker or probation, whatever, they took the money, the state. So now I'm in a big thing with the state to figure out this money, which is crazy, right? Because I've never been in this situation. I don't think anybody has, you know what I mean? You work hard. We work hard to make things happen in life. Like me, like I said, it says box 3 includes. So see right here, they paid 13,000, but what about right here? It says they paid 5,805. So now you add that on top of that 13,000, right? You take 13,000 and add 5,805. That's almost 19 grand. That I ain't even seen the money, and I'm just now seeing the paperwork on this. I'm just now seeing the paperwork. This happened 10 years ago. I was in foster care and group homes 10 years ago, and I'm just now seeing the paperwork on this. This shows you the world we live in, you know what I mean? The world that we live in California, us kids in foster care and group homes and ward of the state, we get done dirty. And now we're just now figuring out about it. You know what I mean? It's been something I had to learn. And like I said, the best thing is me having an accounting. He said, why can't I listen to Dragos? Oh, it's because I put them on the members only. I'll take them off. I'll take them off. I got you. I'm trying to build this members only. I'm trying to get the support on my channel right now. That's what I'm talking about in this live. I said all my videos are going to be members only just right now because I'm trying to get these members up. We need more support. I'm trying to see who really supporting the channel so we could keep dropping. He said, please, bro. I got you, Miguel Hernandez. I got you, Miguel. Most definitely. I'm going to do it right now. Here, let me do it. Oh, fuck. I'm on the live. But right once I get off the live, Miguel, I promise I'm going to do it, bro. And I got you. Miguel Hernandez. Shout out to Miguel, man. And long live Draco, man. Long live Say So and long live Catch. So look. So what I'm still going on, like I said, I was in probation. I've been incarcerated all my juvenile years all the way to adult. Next thing you know, so when I turned 18, I thought I was going to be released like a regular person. Good looks. I got you, Miguel. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to get off this live in a minute. Let me just finish what I got to say because I'm going to share this live. And so one thing was crazy, right? I was incarcerated my whole life from juvenile to adult. You know, a lot of people ain't been like that. But me personally, I was incarcerated from juvenile to adult. I went to juvenile hall. I went to CYA. I went to jail. I went to prison. I've been all of it, right? Check this out. One thing that I had to do after all of that was expunge my record, right? So when I expunged my record, I'm expecting now I got to expunge record, you know. I'm expecting to do more opportunity, more things, more stuff. Like I said, going to college, doing this, doing that. But when I go to college and I'm hearing that I had $80,000 that's given to you and you can't even access it because nobody told me, like my social worker never told me that, hey, you got 80,000 just sitting at a college for a grant. Nobody told me that. So now when I go to the college and actually try to do it, which I enrolled and, you know, I went to college, I'm too late. So it's a lot of stuff that I'm just now figuring out on my own. And so, you know, it's a messed up situation. And a lot of kids probably go through it. Not just me. You know, I mean, I understand I'm a minority, you know, African Americans, we used to doing like, you know, neglected and stuff. But because, you know, my social worker was Caucasian, you know, and I loved her to death. She took me out to eat every week, and maybe that's the money she took me out to eat on. But I'm just saying, I don't think the money we took out to eat was that much money, because I would expect we only spent like 1,500 out of the whole time just going out to eat. You get what I'm saying? There ain't no 13,000, 18. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. 18 grand. So this is something big for me. I'm about to contact the Social Security Department. I'm going to figure all of this out, and I'm going to let y'all know where we go with this. Because that's the thing. I would contact my probation and stuff, but we already off probation. We going to let them be, and we just going to take it to the big dogs, which is the Social Security Administration. And so, like I said, me being in foster care and group homes, yes, I am put down as mentally disabled. I'm not the most bright person in the world, but I do try to do things in a manner of where I know that I'm doing it right, because nobody's teaching me how to do things. You know what I mean? I'm just learning as I go on everything. People don't understand. I literally been incarcerated my whole life, and I'm trying to do the better stuff and change to be a better person in society. Because my whole life I've been a fuck up in society, and I don't want that. You know what I mean? And I think everybody understands, if you've been there, you know, the thing about life is to improve. And every day you improve yourself. And we're going to keep going live. We're going to improve this channel. We, like I said, the members, the Draco videos, they're going to be open right now. I'm about to open all that whole album right back up. I'm just trying to build the membership up, get more people to support the channel. And like I said, because people love what I'm talking about. I'm seeing the feedback. Y'all love that I'm giving y'all, I'm giving y'all good content, but I'm giving y'all like real content. You know, I just talked about the shows with Young Pinch. I talked about the other show with Afro Man. I'm about to do one today with Haystack. You know what I mean? And how he was connected with Jelly Roll back then. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about that. It's a lot of things I want to talk about with like different artists that I worked with, how I got connected with them, more stuff. I just want to give y'all the real before, because I never gave it to y'all. Like, I've been doing this for years, and I ain't even opened up once. And I think it's something I regret, because I've had my channel since 2015, and I could have been doing this for y'all. But instead, I'm going to do it now. And I think it's a perfect time. Like the gaming, a lot of people want to game with me. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Members only. If you're a member, you will be able to jump on the game with me. I mean, whoever I'm playing with, I play with Ralphie. You might be playing with Ralphie the plug. We gonna play with a few people. You know what I mean? I play with RMC Mike and Rio the Young OG. So yes, I play games with some big artists. You might be in the game with me, and somebody big you never know gonna be in that motherfucker. So that's one thing I am gonna start doing is going like where you can be a member and play the games with me. Cause a lot of people have hit me, and it's just I understand. I be over there like, nah, I ain't trying to play with nobody on there. Nah, we gonna change that mindset. I gotta change this. My mindset been fucking me up. You know what I mean? And so I think a lot of people forget that. Your mindset might be what's holding you back. You have to have that open mindset to be open. Like me, I had to be open just right here. I mean, I could be mad, I mean, that's $18,000 that I was never paid. But what am I going to do? Get mad at Social Security? Get mad at my social worker? Get mad at the probation department? No, I can't get mad at nobody. The best thing for me to do is start investigating it and figuring out where the money went. Because obviously I never received it, but it was supposed to be given to me. What the fuck? And so it's some shit, man. This is what we deal with in California. I was in foster care and group homes my whole life, bro. My whole life. And I'm thankful for it because it taught me a lot. You know what I mean? The group home I was in, it was a group home. It was a cult. I talked about it, They shut it down. No kids could ever go through what I went through. And I'm blessed because these kids don't know what I went through. They really don't. They really don't. And it's fucked up because it's like I try to stay positive, but there's days I just want to break down crying as a man. And sometimes I do. And real men cry. It's fucked up. But when you go from a struggle like that and you go from watching, these people that are supposed to benefit you, this is the Department of Social Services. That's my social worker. You're supposed to be in my best interest for me to succeed in life. You're supposed to help me succeed. If I got a dream and you my social worker, you're supposed to be telling me, yes, go do that dream. Not taking the money from me and scamming me from my dream. Because this is crazy. This is $18,000. That's 20 grand. Y'all know what the fuck I would have did with that? That's $20,000. Let alone, not even counting the 20 G's. They paid a monthly benefit every month for $700. So, right? So I'm thinking that's all the money right there. That's what the 700 was for. But no, this is separate. This is a whole different type of money. This ain't even got to do with that. So it's a lot of money that's unaccounted for where I'm going to have to get a lawyer, which I already got. Y'all know I got lawyers on deck. I'm going to have to get this lawyer, go bring all this stuff to him. And then like he said, I'm going to have to take a trip to Baltimore because there's no reason for me to not go to the headquarters and actually figure it out the right way. That's the thing. I could try to email papers and email stuff, but you ain't going to get the response that you want until you go out there. So Baltimore, Maryland, I'll be on my way soon. You know what I mean? This is major, man. This is something that's going to be a life-changing thing for me, because I'm just now finding out about it being in social in foster care and group homes. It's not cool, man. And I just want all the kids that's in foster care and group homes, if you watch this video, or if you're a parent and you got kids that were in the system or anything, just keep doing what you're doing and don't let what's going on right now in your life define where you're going in life. Because I think a lot of people do that. Like me, I let what was going on in my back end of my life, like, my past, define and stop me from going to the future. That's not how it goes. You go to the future and then you take the past and look back at the past with smiles. You know what I mean? Because it shaped you for the future. It didn't break you. It shaped you. And I think that's what y'all need to understand. We finna get off this little thing with the YouTube. Like I said, I got some more stuff we gonna do. I will be going back live again, probably later on in the day. I'll talk about how I did the show with Haystack. And one thing that I want to say to y'all, I don't really do this too often, but like I said, I've been back on my Bible stuff, How do I listen? I'm fixing it right now. Cocoa Puffs, we finna do it. So check this out, right? I've been reading these Bibles and all this shit. You know, it's Sunday, man. I want y'all to understand. God bless everybody, man. We all here on this world to go do something great and make stuff happen positive, not negative. So if you're going to do something positive, bro, God bless you. Keep up the great work and get some money, man. That's how we live. Obviously, I know a couple of y'all been seeing what's going on with the world. Trump talking about the tariffs. I don't know if y'all heard. He said, for sure, bro. I appreciate it. Stay blessed, brother. Thank you, Coco Puffs. I got you, bro. I'm finna, I just put members only because I'm trying to build up the members to the channel, right? But I'm about to take it off because I want everybody to play whatever, you know. The music is the music. But I really want to see who's supporting the channel and who's not. Because like I said, I've had people that subscribe to me since 2015. That's 10 years ago. So I just want to see if they still rocking, you know, and all that. He said, for sure, bro. Appreciate it. Stay blessed. Yes, brother. You too, Cocoa Puffs. We blessed, man. We blessed, man. You got me going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You feel me? It's I just want y'all to understand, like with me, you know, me being in group homes, foster care, all the incarcerations. I can show you videos. I'm gonna post some videos when I was young, you know, riding around with my POs and stuff and all that stuff. And one thing that I want y'all to understand is wherever you come from, don't let that stop you from where you're going. And, you know, sometimes when you don't got nobody to talk to, just talk to God. Because that's what I've done. If I didn't have God, I probably would have never made it this far. I should already be dead. I got shot in the head. I got cancer. You know, a lot of people wonder, I got thyroid cancer. So I still got cancer. I got shot right here in the head. Uh, the list goes on, bro. I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot. I want to say long live my pops. There's days that I just want to cry and just break down. But you know, one thing that I've understand is nobody's going to come to save me. I got to save myself. And that's what y'all got to understand. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude, we live in a world where the government's supposed to take care of us, right? But this is my social security. My social worker was scamming me 20 grand, bro. Y'all supposed to be taking care of us? This what we dealing with? That's what we dealing with? Y'all taking care of us and y'all scamming us? That's taking care of us? That's doing better? And then you wonder why the world's so fucked up. How many kids they did this to? You know what I mean? And I understand, you know, I wasn't the brightest kid. I wasn't perfect. But I wasn't just a fuck up either, though. You know what I mean? There was times I would fuck up because I would do wrong, you know what I mean? And that's with the dumb mindset. But one thing that I did, I learned from all my mistakes, you know, all them years. You know, I've done years, bro. Y'all don't understand. I've done 6-year bids straight. Like literally, back to back. Violation. Guy, I'm doing another 6. And so one thing that it taught me at an early age, bro, is just, you know, when I was going through it, nobody came to help me. Nobody came to support me. Nobody even visited me, bro. You know what I mean? For real. Like, for real, for real. Not one person wrote me a letter. Not one person visited me. Not one person came and put anything on my books. You know what I mean? When I got out, I was walking on the streets. But one thing I can tell you is I got out and 1 week later I had a car. 1 week later I had a job. 1 week later I was back on my shit. Fresh out. And I didn't know what a job was worth. Y'all gotta remember my first job back then, I was only making $13, y'all. $13. And when I was at the group home, we used to work for $5 an hour. I don't think y'all understand this. $5 an hour. You get what I'm saying? And I was working way harder than I'm working for $20 now. So that's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. Like, I didn't like working for that $5 an hour, but it was money. And us at the group home, we had nothing better to do. You know what I mean? We sitting here for they had me there for 5 years. And that's just not even only at that place. You know, I was bouncing around, but I'm saying I was in that little, you know, that area, that group home in Oregon and all that for 4 to 5 years, man. And one thing that it taught me, getting paid $5 an hour, and you know, these people, they supposed to be Christians, right? They were part of this group called ISIT, right? So they forgot. They group for God. They sent by God to take care of his children. But instead, they were abusing us. They were physically abusing us all types of other ways. You know what I mean? That's why it's shut down. And one thing that I've learned from it, and just everything, is just Don't let that shit define you, bro. Don't let that shit stop you from getting what you need to get in life. Cause I mean, there's days I just want to I can't even lie, dude. Just kill my man, literally, take myself out the game. Cause at the end of the day, nobody's helping me through what I've been through. You know what I mean? And this is way before the music. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've been making music even when I was back then. But now y'all actually starting to fuck with it. I've been making music. It's just crazy. Y'all just now fucking with it. A lot of those songs y'all liking are old songs, man. And I'm trying to teach y'all something, man. And whatever y'all say, you know what I mean? Some people gonna say he tearing up on the camera, whatever. Bro, if you've been through what I've been through, you gonna tear up too. Cause it's a fucked up world we live in. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking the people. The people, I think that's where people in the world get it fucked up. We think it's the people that's bad. But it ain't even the people. It's our governments. It's the politicians. It's the system. It's the social security. It's my social worker. You supposed to be there benefiting me, and next thing you know, you taking the money, man. And so one thing that I've learned from me, you'll see the dog supporting. I love that my dogs always take care of me. But one thing that I've learned from all of this, bro, is just like I said, I'm about to elevate. We're going to try and figure out this investigation through all this. I'm going to let y'all know how it goes. Because like I said, I'm just now finding out about this money, bro. This is 9 years ago. You know what I mean? 10 years ago. 10 years, oh, it's more. It's 11. 11. This is 20, yeah, so 11 years ago, bro. So it's been a long time, bro. And I'm just now seeing these papers, right? Because they're just now giving them to me. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but what type of state gives you these papers this late? You know what I mean? That's really supposed to be there to support you. You know, your social worker is the one that says, oh, we're here to take care of you. Well, where's that money? You know what I mean? And so what's crazy, this one right here says I got paid another $3,000 on top of it, right? So you got $13,000. You got $5,000. You got $3,000. Which is $3,900. So that's pretty much $4K. I have not seen any of this money, y'all. And I just want y'all to understand, this is stuff that I could have used to get a house and take care of me big wise. You know what I mean? Like, take care of me and put me in a better position so I could give y'all content. You know what I mean? That money I can use for content. So it's one thing that I'm just trying to figure out as I go, you know? And I got to contact the Social Security Administration, and it's big. This is big. This is bigger than the Walmart case. You know what I mean? This is bigger than any case that I've been in. Because this case has to do with my whole life, y'all. You feel me? And so I'm about to get off of here. I'm going to undo those Draco videos right now. For everybody that's subscribed, I want to say thank you for becoming a channel member. Most definitely like, share, subscribe, share the video. I'm about to do all Draco's videos, that legendary album, man. I'm going to do all of them. So just make sure y'all go just run them up. Keep running them up for Dre. That's all we asking. But I want to see who's supporting, because right now I need real support. Like I said, I'm at a point in life, man, I've been ready to give up, because I'm just now finding out that the people I thought would support me, which was my social worker, was scamming me, man. So that just shows you, man, sometimes the people you think is in your best interest be just smiling in your face and they ain't even in your best interest. And I had to find that out the hard way. But one thing that it taught me, is like right here, it says, he was placed in our foster care. That means he is considered a ward of the court, a ward of the state. I've been a ward of the state my whole life, man. And I want you guys to understand, man. My life was always in and out of doors that I couldn't open. You get what I'm saying? Always having doors that I can't even walk out of. Always having where I can't get food. Yeah, I would get water out of a little sink. But, man, y'all don't know it. Y'all really don't know, man. And it's crazy because I just don't talk about it. I do good at not talking about it, you know what I mean? I feel like certain things shouldn't be talked about like this. But one thing I need people to understand is this is our Social Security of America. This is the Social Security Administration. This is our government in America that's been scamming me, right? And then it's cold because I gotta get on the probation too, but you can't really blame them. Because at the end of the day, yeah, they was taking the money too, but you can't really blame the probation. You gotta blame the state for giving it to them and not giving it to me because I was an adult at the time. And yeah, they're gonna try and say you were extended. It does not matter. I was an adult, right? I was an adult. And I want y'all to understand this. This is what's crazy, right? I'm looking at this paper, right? It has my information, my health, all my stuff. Look, when I first got my passport, it has everything. These are documents that I haven't even seen my own self. It even says, look, how I was depressed. You know what I mean? This is what I was going through as a kid. I ain't even gonna lie, I was having diarrhea, y'all. We was stressing. Look, he was depressed for 4 weeks straight. Has been sleeping well with his new medication. That's why they give me the meds, bro. And back then I was taking a little Benadryl. They was giving me Remeron, Ritalin. Look, psychopathic medication. I told you I used to take meds for craziness. Y'all thought I was playing, bro. Nah, the difference is with Red, I'm really put down 5150 and I don't have to just play this to play it, bro. I'm really fucked up in the head and I'm trying to be the most positive and change all that. And so when you see me trying to do better or you say something, oh, he's being a bitch or he being this, nah, bro, I'm just trying to better myself and not be the same fucked up person that I was. Because if you see right there, what does it say? Mental health for anxiety. You can't say I've been dealing with this shit, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Let alone, you think that was bad when I got cancer? That really fucked me up. Because then I really felt it, when I got my thyroid cancer, bro, I broke down and I had to go to UC Davis. And one thing that hurt me the most, bro, when I got that cancer, bro, nobody was there holding my hand, man. I'm sitting in this hospital by myself, bro, getting told by doctors that they don't know what they're going to do. And I've already had 3 opinions. And I'm still having problems with my thyroid and my blood pressure and all this shit. And I'm just trying to make life as good as I can with what I got. You feel me? And so one thing that I'm learning from this, with this, like I said, these medications, this meds, me being mentally unstable, that's the thing that worries me. One thing that I've noticed is probably if I even go to jail or even if I go back, they're going to be like, he's incompetent to stand trial. He's not all there. And the thing is, it's not that I'm not all there. I'm not all there because y'all made me not all there. You know what I mean? The government fucked with me. They fucked me up, bro. All them pills, bro. Look at this. Referral to optometrist. He was prescribed pills right here. It says it. Look, this is Remeron, Ritalin. Do you know what those things are, y'all? Like, I don't think y'all understand, dude. These are some real crazy mental meds, bro. I was going through some tough times. Tough times. But one thing that's crazy, at that time, my weight was only 116 pounds. That shit is crazy, bro. And I'm locked up going through all this shit at 116 pounds, bro. This shit is wild. And what I'm just trying to tell y'all is, me being a medical, or whatever you want to say, a disabled person, whatever, mentally, whatever, disabled. I don't want to be treated different because of that. I want y'all to look at me like I'm the same person that I've always been. But one thing I know is, I understand my actions and stuff. I don't be knowing, like right here. It says the medication was for his psychiatric reasons. I can't say why. I'm trying to fix it too. There's days that I just sit and talk to myself. People think I'm crazy. That's normal. That's just like my mom's got dementia. This is a normal thing, man. It's not like I'm just trying to be this one day and be this not. No, I'm trying to better myself, and it's something I can't get out of my life because it's still holding me back. Like I can see that the mentalness and all that should be fucking with me, bro, for surely. Because I'm getting tired of told that I got mental issues and shit, which I know I do, but it's like, y'all ain't helping with it. Instead, you're just telling me I got an issue instead of trying to figure out the problem to the issue. And I think that's one thing that I understand the world needs to figure out. And so, like I said, me with the Social Security, I'm going to be figuring out the problem to this issue, y'all. I'm going to be figuring out the problem to this issue because I just can't believe that. Like, that's even worse than the group home, right? So when we were in the group home, right, they were buying this food with food stamps. we pay them cash, right? We're paying cash. They're buying it with food stamps. Now they're pocketing the cash, right? The people that's supposed to take care of us at the group home pocketed the cash. But with this, I ain't seen none of this cash. This is different from the cash that I had. You know what I mean? Like I told you, I was working $5 an hour. That was money that I was stacking. So every time I would get a home pass or a pass to go to my family, I made sure I had money to be able to go do things with my family. And so I'm about to get off this live, bro, and do them songs right now for y'all. And we gonna go live again and keep dropping this content. Cause I want y'all to hear the real, man. A lot of people don't know. And it's something I'm still learning as I go too, man. Even though it's a hurting story, you know. It's a story that shaped me to what I am today, you know what I mean? It turned me into the better man that I could be today, the one that cares for everybody, the one that respects anybody even when I'm disrespected. Like, it's just, I don't know, I try to be positive, bro, because I've been through some fucked up shit, and it's like, nothing can change that. Nothing's going to ever take that away from me. Nothing's going to make that better. And so I'm just trying to make things better as I go, you know what I mean? And so right here it says new rules require that he was to receive the payments electronically unless he gets exemption from the United States Department of Treasury. You get that? From the United States Department of Treasury. So like I said, I have to reach out to the Treasury. That's for one thing, right? I got to reach out to the United States Department of Treasury. That's the thing. This is the government. This is this is the big dog. So I got to reach out to the Treasury and I got to say why I didn't have no money. And then it says we raised his monthly benefit beginning back in 2012 because the cost of living increased. Where's my benefit? I never got this money, right? So if this notice is for a child under 19 who is not covered by health insurance, there is the child health insurance, right? So at that time, I was 18. So that's what I'm saying. I'm adult, right? I would expect y'all to just let me free and just give me my money and let me go. Not try to hold me accountable, right? Instead, they're going to try and hold you accountable, right? Whether you're adults or not. You know, I was on extended foster care till 25. So right now, I'm just now getting off of my foster care, my probation, all that stuff. You know, I got the expunged record now. And one thing that I just want y'all to understand is I'm just now getting off this shit. And it's crazy, bro, because it's like I look back at all these papers and it's crazy, bro. This shit is unreal. Like, if y'all seen how much paperwork I was going through, people, y'all be understanding. And like I said, bro, it's taught me a lot, man. It taught me a lot, you know. And see, like, the one thing it said right here, like, you know, which is real, bro. Like, it said referral right here to a dermatologist. They did that. Then it said, you know, I had to do the client gave permission to talk with mental health. You know, that was back in 2010, bro. So that's what I'm saying. I was already talking to mental health back in 2010. Now picture, back in 07, I was already starting to have the little medical issues. This shit is crazy. Yeah, this shit wild, bro. It's wild. It's wild. But one thing I think is cool, bro, is like, I got all the paperwork, you know? I can see all this shit. I can see everything, you know? Some of these are from, like, right here. This from 1997, dude. Do y'all understand this? Look at the dates, y'all. Y'all don't understand these dates. Look at the dates. Some of y'all wasn't even born around this time, bro. The shit when I was doing what I had to do, was y'all even around? Nah, y'all wasn't around. But guess what? I was. Yeah. And so what I understand is y'all can see the years of me doing shit. You know, that's years of it, dude. From 1996 to 2012. This has been years, bro. And I'm trying to understand, you know, it's a good thing to have a trail. But it's not a good thing when you have a trail of paperwork like how I do. And now I'm figuring out I've been scammed the whole time, dude. They were playing me out my money. All my money. Which I'm going to come collect. Best believe I'm gonna come collect, bro, because that's not little money, dude. That's about $30,000 that I need to come collect from the Social Security Administration. And this is crazy because this is my social worker that's supposed to be for the interest of you. And they took your money, man. So y'all like, share, subscribe, man. I'm gonna keep dropping the content. I'm getting off this motherfucker, man. I'm finna jump on this game and unlock those videos right now. Thank y'all, man. Keep up the great work, y'all. God bless y'all.